Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I got to tell you, it's challenging out there, on growing your business, growing that customer relationship and client development is crucial. And to do so in a way that's sophisticated and builds rapport and relationship and doesn't alienate your potential client is the challenge. And I think our next guest is going to help us with that quite a bit. Bob Circosta is TV's original home shopping host and helped created the multi-billion-dollar TV home shopping industry. And Bob, glad to have you on the program. How are you today?
Well, I'm doing just fine, Kevin, and I appreciate you having me on the show. Good to be with you.
So you're known also as television's billion-dollar man. Tell us about that.
Well, I had the good fortune 37 years ago to be there at the beginning of a whole new industry, being able to see something that was never, really created before, called home shopping. We all know home shopping nowadays, but Kevin, 37 years ago, nobody knew about it. And so over all these years, I've been able to individually sell over $1 billion worth of merchandise.
That's fantastic. And I'm assuming that infomercials are a big part of that?
Well, no, it's just TV shopping, which is a little bit different than infomercials. Infomercials, you usually wake up in the middle of the night and when you can't sleep and you put on the TV and it pops up there. TV shopping channels are shopping networks that devote 24 hours a day to shopping.
Yeah, you're talking like HSN and those type of networks.
HSN was the first.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of a pioneer. Yeah. Do you have any idea how many there are of those today, of those kind of networks?
Yeah, there are three large ones here in the United States, HSN and then QVC, located right outside of Philadelphia, and then Shop HQ, which used to be Shop NBC up in Minneapolis. But it's interesting, Kevin, because now there are TV shopping channels all over the world. You name a country, and chances are they have their own TV shopping channel. So it's all global now.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me a little bit about your current involvement. What do you do today?
Well, I still go on the air, and I still take products on the air and share those products with everybody around the country and sell those on the air. And then, like 8 or 9 years ago, I started getting a lot of calls from companies not on television that are selling their products via face-to-face or on the telephone or through the Internet, but not TV. And it's incredible how similar the presentations are, whether you're looking into a TV camera or looking into somebody's face, what you really need to say and how to position what you have so others respond to what you have.
Okay. Give me an example.
Okay. If you're selling, well, you pick a product. I'll have you pick any product. Pick anything.
Televisions.
Okay, television. So if you're talking to somebody about a television, yes, it's important that they know it's a 32-inch diameter TV, that they have this and this and this on the TV, but that's not why they're going to respond. They're going to respond because of the pleasure that they're going to derive from watching TV. From the opportunity to be able to see all different types of TV programs. In other words, what I'm saying, Kevin, no matter where you're selling what you're selling, you have to do the benefits. You've got to get to the benefits. And so many people get hung up in just talking about the features. And features tell, but benefits sell. And that's what resonates.
Great old adage.
Yeah, and it's so true. I mean, Red Motley said many, many years ago that nothing happens in America until somebody sells something. And in your introduction, you really hit the nail on the head that whatever your business is, if you can't sell what you've got, your product, your service, your idea, whatever it is, if you can't get others to want what you have, you're not really going to go anywhere.
Yeah. And so now I see you personally have gone online rather than utilizing the networks to get your message out. Talk a little bit about that.
Right. I mean, get the message out. I mean, I'm talking to people all over the country about how to create the need for what they have. And once again, if you're just selling widgets, if you're selling things in the mall, it does not matter. You've really got to get to those benefits. And see, here's the big problem, Kevin. We get so hung up emotionally. We get so emotionally attached to whatever it is we have. We think what we have is the best in the world. And it could be. I'm not saying it isn't. But we get so emotionally attached to it that since we think it's the best, we also think that all we have to do is just tell people what we have. and they're going to respond, right? Because it's the best. That's not the case. We've got to create the need. You've got to understand when you're talking to somebody else about what it is you have, you've got to take the approach that they don't really need what you have. You have to create that need for it, and you have to do it not based on gimmicks or tricks, but based on, integrity and honesty. I mean, this isn't manipulative persuasion. This is really effective communication on communicating how somebody can really, truly be helped by what you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Great book by the economist Thomas Sowell called Knowledge and Decisions. It's an old one, but it's a classic that explains that nothing has value until it's given value, and that's what the marketplace does. And so it doesn't matter how great your idea is unless people think it can make a difference in their lives. Talk a little bit about the training. I see it. If you go to your website, BobCircosta.com. That's CIRCOSTA, BobCircosta.com. You go to the website, you actually provide training for this and actually have people on with their idea as guests. Talk a little bit about that.
Exactly. I do a number of different things, and the training that you referred to, I train about 98% of the people to go on TV and pitch their product and sell their product and how they do that and how to put together a presentation. And then, as I mentioned a moment ago, a lot of corporations now come to me, and they have me come to them and talk to their salespeople about how to effectively position what they have in their particular marketplace. So that training is available as well. And then I have a syndicated selling show that's called What a Great Idea. And this is basically for entrepreneurs out there to be able to launch them in the TV medium, to be able to get them out there into the marketplace, which is not easy nowadays. And that's why I came up with the show, What a Great Idea. So I'm opening, it all up to entrepreneurs. If you have a new product out there, let's talk and let's see how we can get it out there.
So, what a great idea. That sounds like a great idea, by the way. You said it's syndicated. Where is it syndicated?
Yeah, syndicated in various markets around the country. We do the show, we tape the show in Florida, and then depending upon the product mix, we pick different markets in the country. So it's seen in all different areas, mainly in the Northeast, also in California, and all points in between. I mean, it just depends on the product mix.
And you're just on various channels.
Pardon me?
And you're on various channels in those markets.
Yes, exactly right. We do a lot on the ION network. Some people might be familiar with that, but the ION network, which is a great direct response network. And so we appear on that as well.
Are you on nationally on ION?
In markets, syndicated in their markets, yeah.
In markets, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
ION is amazing, actually. I think people would be surprised if they knew how big of a footprint they have.
Yeah.
In fact, it is large. It's as large in its footprint in terms of markets as the big three are.
Yeah,
I think
you're
that
right.
would be surprising to most people.
You're right. You're
very
exactly
cool.
right.
Well, I like the idea. I like it a lot. How long is your show?
It's a 30-minute show, 28:30 to be exact, but a 30-minute show. And we usually air 2 to 3 items within that 30-minute version. But once again, it's a great way for entrepreneurs really to get the word out and to get that visibility. And then their own video segment, they get to keep that segment. So, many of the entrepreneurs use that segment on their website and to keep it visual.
Bob Circosta, I appreciate you very much for being with us today. What a great idea. What a great idea getting you on the program. I got a feeling you and I will be chatting again in the future. That's Bob Circosta, CIRCOSTA.com. Thanks for being with us, sir.
Thank you, Kevin. A pleasure, and look forward to chatting with you in the future.
You bet. When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. And this is The Price of Business.